All right. Good morning, everybody, depending on which part of the globe you are, actually. So it's good morning from Nigeria. I'm super excited to have you guys joining us here this morning. And how have you been? I hope your week has started off well and you're good, you're fine, business is fine, work is fine, your health is fine, you're fine, and everything is fine. I'm fine, like you can see, right? Oh, so nice to meet you guys, and I'm super excited to be your trainer for this particular session. So I want you to help me do something. First off, as you can see in the chat, we have some names with blue spanners. So all those guys are joining us um, from the Impact Heart team. All right. So what I want you to help me do is to, just like the way that typing and trying to welcome you, say something nice to you, I want you to also say something. Okay, say something in the chat and something like, "Hi, my name is Udeme. I'm joining us from Tanzania. I'm joining us from Botswana. I'm joining us from Madagascar. I'm joining us from Mauritius. Wherever you're joining us from. So feel free to use the chat and to say something, right? And the only way you can communicate with us on this, as far as this call is concerned, is for you to use the chat section because that is the way it will be designed, actually. So you can't really speak to me back verbally, all right? So use the chat and say something nice. So you're going to see Sandra. So say hi to Sandra. Sandra is joining us from Lagos, Nigeria, and Simplis is joining us from Cameroon. And my name is Udeme, and I'm joining you from Abuja, Nigeria. So I want to meet everybody that are present on this call and different parts of the continent, wherever you're joining us from. I'm super excited to have you guys join us here for this very, very all important meeting. And a special shout out to EESI, Eastern African Sub-Regional Support Initiative for Women. Thank you so much for making this possible. And thank you so much for partnering with Impacta. We find this very heartwarming from my end. So thank you so much, EESI, for making this partnership possible finally. All right. So I'm still waiting for a comment from someone that is not from the Impact Heart team. And I hope everyone is here. So if you're here, please do well to reach out to the team. Reach out to the team that's supposed to be here with us. Please copy the link and share it with them. Invite them to come join us. All right, let them come join us to enjoy all the key tips and tricks we'll be sharing here this morning. And if you can locate that thumbs up thing, please just hit on it. Hit on the thumbs up and locate the share button, hit on the share button, click on it, and copy the link and invite a friend. All right. Thank you so much already. Okay, so today we are going to be looking at build a reputable brand and selling online. How to build a reputable brand and selling online. We're going to be doing that in the next couple of minutes, and I hope you're ready, you're fired up, you're excited about it. So what I want you to do is to get a writing pad, a notepad, and a pen, pencil, something you can just jot down the few ideas we'll be sharing here, so that you can, have something to take back. All right. So do that. Grab something if you don't have one. If you need a bottle of water close by, just like myself, please grab one. All right, and sit tight. Buckle your seatbelts if that's the right word. As we go on cruise control. All right, so we are going to be doing this in three different segments. First off, we are going to define what a brand is and why should your brand be online. Then we are going to head over to finding your target audience, and then we'll head over to the last part who gets to generate sales on social media. We're going to pay closer attention to social media and how you can get results out of your social media. So I'm still waiting for somebody to say something. Please say something if you are here in the chat, actually. All right. So I want to know, apart from the Impact Heart team, I want to know who else is present here with us. Okay, so once again, my name is Udeme. I'm joining you from Abuja, Nigeria, and I'm here with Sandra and Simplis. Okay, all right. So let's get going. I'm going to be having a few questions for you, and I expect you to ask me questions as well. So if you have any questions that's anything bothering you, maybe you've attended our sessions before and you want to ask us from what you learned before, or you picked up something from somewhere and you feel like asking us, feel free. That's why we're here, right? So ask us anything from this topic to one you learned somewhere and the one you learned from us. Just feel free. So let's make it super, super, super interactive. Let's make it fun and let's learn alongside. All right. And I'm going to be taking several breaks at each of those points. And after each section, I will take a break just so I can answer your questions. So I really appreciate if you are nice enough to ask me questions. Some people are not nice to ask questions, so be nice enough to ask me questions, right? And we'll be happy enough to answer to all your questions and queries. All right, so let's get going. Let's get going. Hello, Gladys. How you doing, Gladys? Nice to meet you, and I hope Kenya is nice. Kenya is beautiful. This morning, okay, it's afternoon in your place now. It should be two. You guys are 2 hours ahead of us. Nice to meet you, Gladys. And Gladys, will you be kind enough to remind the team that we've started? See if they'll be kind enough to come join us. So please let them know that we've started already and we are waiting for them. All right. Thank you so much, Gladys. And we are expecting everybody to join us because we are here for them. All right. So let's go to the first part. I remember I said I was going to be asking you questions. So, how are you currently making your business known online? What do you do to promote your business? So far, so good. What are you doing to promote your business online? So, share with us in the chats what you're doing to promote your business online. Anybody? Okay, I can see Ketty. Hello, Ketty. Ketty is joining us from Uganda. Thank you, Ketty, for joining us. And I hope Uganda is fine this morning. Maybe it's afternoon where you are now. Thank you so much, Ketty. And just like I asked Gladys to help us, please be kind enough to reach out to the team. Let them know that we've started already and we are waiting for them. Okay, Ketty, thank you. Thank you for doing that. It's very hot. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what it is about the heat, but it's very hot here too. You know, um, Hamatan brought the February brought Hamatan a little bit, but I don't know why it's very hot now. Like it's crazy hot. I thought it's just Nigeria. So thank you for letting us know that Uganda too is very hot. Um, yeah, Gladys, we are looking at that. So if it's a discussion we may want to further with, we'll be happy to have that with you. So let's go on. Let's go on. How are you currently making your business known online? What do you do? What are you doing? What are you practicing to make your business known online? Are you on social media? Are you um, are you on Google Business Profile? Which platforms do you use to actually make your business known while you are actually online? So share with us which platforms you use to make your business known online. So, how are you currently making your business known? And to share with us which of those options and then what advantages does having your business online bring to you? Having your business online brings a lot of advantages. So, which of them do you think it has brought to you? What advantages does online presence bring to your business? For instance, if you were initially just doing the regular word of mouth, reaching out to people, or you're waiting for referrals, or you know, any of those stuff that didn't really use the online platform, then you switch to doing your business online, you must have seen some added values to that your brand, to that your business. So, what advantages does online presence bring to your business? You'll be kind enough to share with us what you feel online presence has brought to your business. Anybody? Anybody? What advantages? I'm sure you must have had some extra brand awareness, right? Or possibly you had increased sales, or maybe some people got to know where you exist. Maybe if you are using a Google business profile, some people will get to know where you actually exist. They can trace you exactly to your map, can make more people aware that you are available, and all of those, right? So all of those are available, are all the advantages that having a presence online can bring to your brand and can bring to your business. Okay. Yeah, new contact as well. Yes, you can generate leads. Thank you so much, Katie. You can also generate leads for your business, can generate leads as well for your brand. So one of the things you might need to know is, thank you, Katie. Yeah. So there are a couple of advantages that you can always get if your business is going online. And if you actually not doing it online, you're actually taking a slide on yourself, right? You should be um, um, more interested in not just doing it physically. You should also be interested in doing it online, because that's where you have a larger audience. You don't necessarily need to get to meet the kind of customers that you have physically. Can get to meet them online as well. All right, and there's a ton more. So I'll just go on and then we'll discuss some further. All right, so if you have questions, do well, be kind enough to drop them in the chat. Sandra is going to be there, and Simplis is there also to answer to every question. And then I'm going to be taking several breaks also to answer to your question. So if you have some, please do well to drop them. All right, so let's go on. So, what is brand identity? Brand identity. So, brand identity is the visible elements of the brand, such as the brand color, such as the brand design, such as the brand logo, all of those that gets to you use to identify, use to distinguish a particular brand in your consumer's mind. Imagine a brand like, let's say, Mercedes. Imagine a brand like Impact Her. Imagine a brand like Microsoft. You always find some unique colors. Imagine a brand like Google. You always find some unique colors. You find with Google, you're looking at white, looking at blue, looking at white with a sprinkle of blue, green, red, and yellow, right? You're talking about impactor, you're talking about the maroon color, sprinkle of orange, like what you're seeing on your screen now, and a little shade of white. Okay, so it goes beyond just branding. It's just about the colors also, the designs, your logo. More importantly, you can find the impactor logo at the bottom right corner of your screen right now, and that is what actually will make you to identify and distinguish impactor from other brands. Okay, and that also makes it stick to the minds of customers. Like I keep asking people, if you have a brand like imagine a brand like Mercedes not having a logo, I will even feel like to feel strange. So logos are very, very important, and there's something logos does to the minds of people that are actually viewing it over time. Okay, what logos does is logos will stick that memory, the memory of that particular brand in the subconsciousness of whoever has been seeing it over time, right? So that is what logos also does, and that all falls into brand identity. Okay. Okay, so it's very, very important point that a brand encompasses the consumer's complete experience with both the products and the company and the mix of the associations that actually develop as a result of all these interactions. So the brand image that a company achieves is a powerful tool that you can use to gain market leverage. And when a company has created a positive brand image, it can influence its target audience's buying habits. Now, a brand image does not just end with the colors and the logos and the rest of them. Now, creating a positive brand image there also means your reputation, the company reputation, right? You don't want to do business with any brand that is maybe you found out that they cheated somebody. That's why you always see things like reviews. See people give reviews about a particular product when you go to the Play Store, or you see people give reviews about a particular product when you go to places like Trustpilot and all those places. So with the influx of all the available brands on the markets currently, more consumers are making other buying decisions based on the brand image rather than the products. Somebody will want to go and pay more money for a Mercedes Benz than pay more money for some other brand because you know Benz is solid. I love Benz actually, even though my love for Benz is beginning to decline because of the Tesla product. All right. So people will spend more money because of a particular identity that they know this particular brand is not just about the logo. They are reputable. So brand goes beyond the colors. It goes also into how you've been doing business with people, history with clean hands, your reputation, right? So much depends on reputation. You need to guard it with your life. That is the field law of power, according to Robert Greene. So reputation is very, 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 very important. Okay, so let's look at factors you need to consider when you're building your brand. So you need to choose the name that is unique to you and that represents you. You need to choose a logo that can make a first impression and which invites people to actually interact with the brand. That will help you to also create a brand identity. So it gives your company that symbol through which people can better remember you, better understand you from others. Can you imagine Impactor? You always think about Impactor whenever you see Impactor logos, right? Because there's a way it builds this memory in your head. Okay, and then the colors and the shapes and the other visual elements gives also a great voice to the brand. You need to craft also the language in your adverts. So there must be a tone of the tone that you use to actually send your communications or to send your messages out. And then also most importantly, you need to train your employees to be able to interact well with customers. Very, very important because so much depends on reputation of the company. So much depends on the reputation of the brand. So a brand is much more than just a familiar name or a familiar logo that gets to identify a business, a product, or service, and is presented through traditional advertising and strategies. Okay, and then why do we do online? Why am I asking you to do your business online? So you have to grab all the opportunities that you can profit from, right? Doing it offline will not give you all the much result that you need. So your online presence as a business can actually help your business to reach out and connect more to people with a larger audience on a global level and a global reach. You know, so you get to do all of this. You may not be able to do all of that from just a physical shop, right? So you need to develop how your business, how you buy, how you sell. You need to be able to reach out to customers, advertising, the research. You need to be able to research your competition. All of this will be possible if you are not online. Okay. And another question. So why are businesses actually online? Why are businesses online? So businesses use the internet to actually buy and sell their products. They also use the internet to reach out to their customers. They use the internet to advertise. They use the internet also to research competition. They also use the internet to research not just competition, they research their customers as well. Because you want to find out who is clicking on your website. You want to find out who is clicking on that post you make. Okay, so that you can know how to tailor your messages subsequently. It makes it easy for you to be able to know all of that. You won't be able to do so much in that aspect if you are doing it just offline. So more customers are making buying decisions online. That is one of the reasons why you should be online, because if I run a search on a particular product and I don't find you, I'll go to the next person. I won't go on the streets and start looking, asking everybody where to buy a particular item. Mm-mm. I'll just go on Google or any of those platforms and find it and buy. So if I go there and you're not there as a business, you've lost a client like me. You don't want to do that, right? Okay, so a couple of benefits of having your business online: you get to have low operating costs, right? So moving your business online does not require any kind of warehouse. Actually, does not require any kind of inventory, any kind of transportation, vehicles or staff. All you need to do is just have a phone with a good camera, and that's it, and a platform to send it to. Okay, and then you also have this 24-hour availability around the clock, 7 days a week. So you can let customers know that you're available around the clock anytime about the services from any corner of the world. So you don't need to have it's not like a physical shop that you go in the morning by 6 p.m. you're out. No, this one you're around the clock. You're around the clock. Okay, and then you also have better customer support where you can take advantage of online platforms to be able to help you to communicate with customers at real time, right? If you stepped out of your shop to buy something and a client came, maybe you wouldn't be able to communicate with that customer. But if you stepped out of your shop and you're still with your phone, you can communicate with any client that is trying to buy stuff with you. So you get to have that improved customer service support that you offer to your customers. All right, and now we are going to be looking at a couple of places where you could do your business online. Social media is one of those points where you can get your business, can meet different demographics of people across the internet, can meet demographics will include their location, demographics will include their age, sex, and their profession, and all of that. All right, and then also you can also have your business online through the website. So you can set up your own website where you run your own platform, or you can make use of the free website that comes with the Google Business Profile, right? Where you can tell your business story, post pictures. Maybe you can own an e-commerce shop, okay? And then you can have an online business directory. Directories are those places where you get to lodge your business information so that if anybody goes to search for it, it shows up for them. All right. It's also a way of having a platform where you can also get to post your business and your e-commerce platforms also, where you sell your products or where you sell your services through an online platform is also one of those places, one of those points that you can have an online presence as a business and as a brand. All right. So I'm gonna be taking the first pause to answer to your questions. If you have questions for me, please be kind enough to answer to it. All right. And if you are here and you're yet to say something on this call, you should say something. I really wish you say something. Please, at least tell us your name. If you're not ready to say something, just let me know that you're here. Say something like hi. Okay. At least I'm going to see your name if you say hi. Or maybe you say hi, Uganda, or hi, Kenya. I'll know you are saying the hi from Kenya. You know, one of those things. So please say something. Let's know that you're here. Um, all right. And yeah, so we are up for questions. If you have questions, please feel free to ask us. And no question is too difficult. If there's no answer, I'll tell you there's no answer. If there's answer, I'll tell you there's an answer. And if the answer is too difficult, I'll tell you it's too difficult for me. So feel free, right? There's no judgment here. Everybody's a safe space. Trust me. And if I ask you a question and you can't answer it, don't worry. You're here to learn, right? So feel free. Ask anything. Anything that drops in your brain, just ask, just straight in the chat. Okay. And yeah, so if you can't chat, it could be possibly you've not logged into your YouTube channel. All right. So what you need to do is log into your Gmail, log your Gmail into your YouTube, right? And then you're going to see activate channel in the place that you're supposed to be chatting. So what you need to do is click on that activate channel and then refresh your YouTube. Possibly close it and open it again. So when you refresh it, then you're good. All right? Then you're good. You'll be able to chat. I really want you to say something. Please say something. Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you so much, Simplis, for keeping the chat busy. So I want you to keep us busy in the chat also. Okay. All right. So since I don't have any questions yet, I'll just go ahead to the second part of this presentation, and then I'm going to come back shortly to pick up from wherever the question you asked. Right. So let's look at how you can find your target audience. So identifying your target audience in business can actually help you to craft your marketing strategies and can help you to also craft the kind of messages that these guys want to hear. Instead of you spending money and resources trying to cater for everybody, just like what broadcasting does, go to DSTV and give them 5 million naira, then they'll just broadcast. Whether they're broadcasting to your target audience or not, they have broadcasted. So you need to actually define who that target audience of yours is for you to allow for more intentionality when you're actually sending out an information, when you're actually sending out a message to all those guys about your services, about your products. So it's very, very important that you find the exact set of people that are going to be resonating with your information, with your messages about your products and about your services. So now I'm going to be asking you, who is a typical target audience of yours? What business do you do, and who is a typical target audience of yours? So I want you to answer me in the chat who a typical audience of yours is. Let's say you are selling. Let's say you're selling. I like using lingeries. Did I pronounce it well? Oh my god, I keep making mistakes every time. So I promise myself, only that I get to pronounce it properly at first intention, I'll buy myself a house. Okay, but I know you understand what I'm talking about, right? So if you are selling lingeries, and you largely don't have business with the male folks, right? I'm not saying the male folks don't buy for their female, but I think largely you have mm, a fewer percentage of your business is not with the male folks. A larger percentage of business is with the female folks, right? So I'm just using that example because you may have different products, different kind of services you render, right? And what you do is actually going to be a large determinant to who your target audience is, who a target audience of yours is. Okay, so who is your target audience? So let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat who a target audience of yours is based on your kind of product or on your kind of services, right? So let's do that in the chat. Remember, um, Sandra is here and Simply is here. Okay, so I'll be waiting for your responses, maybe for the next few seconds. And if you are here and your team member is not here, please reach out and please invite them to join us. Okay, invite them to join us here. And locate the share button, click on it, copy the link, invite them. Locate the thumbs up button and just smash on it. And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you can be having notifications when we are going live on any topic, right? Okay, so who is your target audience? So let's go on while waiting for your replies. Youth and women. Okay, Ketty, thank you so much. So I would love to know what product of yours, what products you do, what business are you into, that your target audience is the youths and the audience. All right. So let's go on while waiting for the other replies. Okay. So what actually is a target audience? So is that a group of people that's identified as being your likely customers of a business? Your clients, can call them clients, can call them customers. So the buying process is in the hands of these guys, the customers, your clients. And marketers must always create targeted, personalized experiences for people if they want to be the one to grab their attention. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of brands out there that are trying to grab the attention of the same people. They are trying to grab the attention as well. So you must always find a way as a marketer, you must always find a way to make the messages about them. Let them have an experience that they don't want to go elsewhere to get. right? So if you want to be the one to actually grab that customer, you need to actually give them a good experience, right? So when marketers have a comprehensive understanding of their ideal buyer, they can make more informed decisions about media messaging and the timing when you're going to be reaching these guys, because you can't just be shooting messages randomly. Okay? And now there are different types of target audiences. There are different kinds of target audiences. And the target audience can be segmented further into categories that reference the intent, the location, their interests, and more. So I'm going to be looking at a few of them now. If you want to segment it into interests, can separate groups out based on various interests like the hobbies, what they do, the entertainment, the preferences. And you can see this largely if you are running ads, right? If you are running ads maybe on Facebook, on Google, you can find all these interests broken down into various segments. Or you can also have target audience based on the purchase intent, and then define groups of people who are looking for a specific product, such as maybe a new entertainment, maybe a new system or a um, new car like maybe Tesla, fall into that class. And then you can also have target audiences broken down under subcultures, which refers to groups of people who share common experience, such as in music genres or entertainment, and all of that. All right, so let's see how we can understand the roles of each of these target audiences. Now, there's broadly classed into two different sets: the decision makers and the supporters. So the decision maker is this person who ultimately makes that purchasing decision about what a particular service they have to go for against the others. And now the supporters may not have the power to actually make that decision, but they will have a heavy influence on whether or not that item is purchased. Based and the decision maker is actually the one to actually make the final decision. Take for instance a father and a child. The father is actually the one to actually pay for the product eventually, right? But the child is actually the one to actually let you know, okay, I don't like this one, I like this one. So the child is now the supporter, while the decision makers on, okay, if this is good for you, this is not good for my child, is not good, and all of that actually becomes the father. The supporter is now the child. All right, I hope you got that. Okay, so a couple of ways you can determine your target audience. You can determine your target audience by analyzing your customer base. You carry out client interview, which is very key. Analyzing your customer base and carrying out client interview, or you can get to conduct market research and identify industry trends. Market research, you can use tools like the Google Trends, you can use tools like the Google Business Profile, where you can get to find out where people are coming from to click, or which of the brands is having the same traction like yours, and all that comparison, so you can know what is working for what, right? And then you can also get to analyze your competitors. You can get to analyze what is happening. Like I mentioned, the Google Business Profile is that tool that can actually help you to get things done. And then you can also create personas. You can create personas as well. You can define also who your target audience is not. While defining who they are, you should also be able to define who they are not, so that you're not shooting to the wrong direction. And then you can also use the Google Analytics to read the data that is coming onto your website, so that you can understand the number of people, the kinds of people that are actually reaching out to you. Okay? All right, so let's go on and let's see how to create target personas and with the right demographics. So you need to make a market research paired with client interviews that can give you better insight into what your clients read, think, and value. So this offers you a lot of opportunity into which sources your audience use and the trust they have. So if you are asked to write a persona about who a typical audience of yours is, it's not just women and youths. You need to break it down. These women, from what age to what age are you looking at? Like I mentioned, the lingeries. Somebody below 15 will not be thinking about that. A girl below 15 will not be thinking about that, right? And possibly, um, okay, I think I'm having it wrong. Lingerie is a generic name for everything women underwears and the rest of them, right? So it depends on the class too. Like you may not be able to deal, depend on the kind caliber of lingeries you sell. You may not be dealing with people below a certain age. You may not be dealing with people from a certain age up. Let's say from 60 up. You don't want to have business with those guys. So the age comes into play, the gender comes into play. Which location do you want to serve? You may be in Uganda and you want to serve Nigerians. It's all your choice. Maybe in Uganda and you want to serve just Ugandans. Okay, and then the interests, what interests them, their income range, their profession, their educational level, their marital status, who they trust, what they read, what they watch, which platforms do they visit. All of that will form what a typical audience of yours is, right? So what the persona there means is a fictitious image of who a customer, who a client, who an audience of yours is. Okay, to just draw, maybe you draw image A for this particular product of yours, image A for product A, then image B for product B. So you may not be having, you possibly be having different personas for different products, for different services. So you need to also write that out so that you can see what's or who your message is supposed to be sent to. All right. So I'll be taking another pause to answer to your questions before we turn towards the end. So if you have any questions for me, please do well to ask. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Gladys said, I'm in the bakery business, and I'm also with a pig. Also have a piggery. Oh wow. So most of my bakery customers are not online. Okay. My piggery sells live pigs to the leading pork producer called Farmer's Choice and piglets to farmers. Oh wow. Thank you so much, Gladys. That's an amazing business that you have there. And yeah, so I see why you said you are into um, your targets. Okay, so your target obviously is going to be um, fine tuning your bakery business to service the locality that you're servicing. But let me just give you a little idea, Gladys, since you mentioned that, a little idea that will help. Why not think about beginning an online service? It doesn't need to be a very big thing for a start, right? So you can just begin to get your business fixed on the map for a start. Okay, so people can find bakeries, you can find a bakery around them. And when you start with that, you can then go over to maybe Facebook or any of those platforms, and you begin to find out that servicing people outside of your locality, it will be very fun. Trust me, it will be fun. And most times, it's not going to be you going to them. Maybe eventually, if you begin to have a lot of orders, you can maybe make arrangement for a delivery bike, a delivery van, something like that, that can be taking supplies of your bread to another location, not just servicing the locality that you're currently servicing. Okay. Same thing with the piglets, and same thing with the pigs, right? So you can also get to do almost replicate the same thing with the pigs. That will help you to not just service the farmer's choice. Am I right? Yes, the farmer's choice brand that actually just buys because of they want to make pork meats, and not just the farmers around you. So you can expand it. It's expandable, right? Gladys, I hope you can just give that a thought. That is actually what this program is all about. So give it a thought. Fix that your business on the map first using the Google Business Profile. We'll be having a special dedicated session for the Google Business Profile. That's why I don't need to miss any of these sessions. We are having Monday, Thursdays, Tuesday, Thursdays every week. Tuesday, Thursdays every week. And so we'll have a lot of time to discuss on a lot of things, right? So we want you guys to learn and practice. That's the aim, right? So give it a thoughts, and thank you so much for sharing that, Gladys. And yeah, so if you're here, thank you for saying something. Everybody that said something, thank you so much so far. I can see Liz Mwikali. I hope I pronounced your name properly. If I did not, please don't throw stones at me. All right. Ogeamaka, thank you so much, Ogeamaka, for joining us. Can we have the slides? all know, you may not be able to have the slides. The slides is just a slides. It's just for presentation, right? It doesn't have a lot of content. But I'm gonna be sharing a link at the end. We'll be sharing a link at the end where you can get to learn some more. The slides is just slides, trust me. There's nothing too much there to pick up. Okay? So we'll be sharing a link where you can get to learn some more and to gather some more information. Take a course that will help you for real. Okay? Okay, Amaka, thank you so much for pointing that out. And I'm seeing Susie. Hello, Susie. Thank you so much for joining us, Susie. I hope which part of the globe are you joining us from? Please, Susie, please share with us which part of the globe you're joining us from. Susie is joining us from Women in Trade program. Okay, thank you, Susie. Yeah. All right. So Gladys, thank you. I hear you. I would like to be guided to going online for my business. Yes, that's why we are here. So you need to be very close. Give us a very close marking with this program. All right. So we'll be happy to give you all the tips that you need. All right. Okay. So let's go to the last part of this presentation. And we are going to be talking about how to generate sales on social media, generating sales on social media. So how can social media benefit your business? How can social media benefit your business? So share with us how you think social media can benefit your business. So just like I mentioned to Gladys, it's not just enough to just service people in your locality. There's a lot more that you can do. You just need to put in the work, and that's it. Okay, just put in the work, and you're game. You're good to go. All right. So social media is one of those places. Apart from the business profile that I mentioned, it's one of those places that you can get to pitch your tent, so you get more visibly seen by people that are actually looking for what you have, what you're selling. So if you don't have a presence online, there's no way they are going to see you. And just so you know, people go to the internet first to search for information before every other thing. Before they go out to the streets to look for it, people jump on their phones first, right? And that zero moment of truth, they jump to their phones. Jump to their phones first. Okay, so social media is one of those places. So how can social media benefit your business? For those of you who have a presence, who own a presence on social media, so share with us how social media can benefit. If you've used social media before, please share with us which of them you use and how it has improved your business. Remember, somebody you mentioned earlier that generating leads is one of the ways that being online can benefit your business. Social media is one of those places. Also, that you can get to not just generate leads, you can get to actually have a strong online presence for your customers and for your brands. Okay, and apart from social media, apart from just online presence, you can get to create more brand awareness and have a more strong presence in the internet space so that people can be doing business with you. So I'm waiting for you to drop your responses um, as I go on to finish the last part of this presentation. I've seen the link for the attendance has been dropped. Please do well to click on the link. All right, click on the link, please, um, and fill the form correctly. We have a certificate that will be sending to you. So we'll send certificates to you, and yeah, you need to fill your correct names, your correct details, so that you don't have certificates with the wrong names. All right, yeah. Okay, so let's do that. And yeah, so I'm still waiting for a reply. So what is social media? So social media is that place, interactive technology that allows you to create or share or exchange of information, ideas, interests, and other forms of expression via virtual communities and networks. And then we have a truckload of social media platforms. The ones you know: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. What's the other one now? The popular TikTok. And now, just so you know, TikTok is catching a lot of traction of late, just so you know. So the benefit of social media, you can reach a larger audience, right? You can also have a direct connection with your audience, with your audience. You can also get to create organic content. All the posts you make, they're all organic content. You can have access to paid advertising services also. So you can pay for ads on social media as well, and you can build your brand, can drive traffic to your website through your social media as well. And then you can also get to evaluate your performances by looking at the inside section of your social media campaigns, social media posts, and all of that. So this is very, very key And this is very, very important. So before you publish posts, you need to develop a social media strategy. They need to consider the following questions when you are developing a social media strategy. So what are your goals and how will you measure those goals? Your goals need to be smart. It needs to be simple or specific. It needs to be measurable, very, very important, right? It needs to be achievable. You don't need to just build castles in the air. Is it realistic also? Okay. Realistic, it must be also be time bound. It must be timely. You can't just keep it open ended. Must be have a frame of time. Maybe let's say between January to February, January to June, something like that. Then the type of content that you want to send out, and that's going to be because you know the kind of audience that you're going to be dealing with, the kind of audience that you're sending that information out to. When will you make that post? Very, very key. If you are making posts to these young generation folks, you're not actually going to have a good result if you're posting it in the morning, right? If you take it down in the evening and the night, the early part of the night, you can have a lot of results out of it. So what channels also will you want to patronize? And there are a lot of social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. So doing all of them at once could be overwhelming, right? But if you have the capacity to, why not? Right? So who will you create this content for, and how will you distribute this content? Who are you creating it for, and who will you distribute it to? And what is your budget? You need to think of the budget that will work. You don't just cast it into the air. You need to think of a budget that will work based on what you're trying to achieve. Okay, so they can know if you exceeded your budget. Okay, maybe you've just exceeded it. But if you are within your budget, you still have maybe a little balance to be able to run some more ads and do some more promotion. You can't use all the money in the business to run ads. Okay, so you need to have a specific budget for marketing, and you shouldn't be doing a business without marketing it. You'll be doing yourself a disservice if you're not marketing your business. All right. So think of a budget, who you're marketing it to, the channels you want to use, the time you want to post, the type of content, maybe visual content, maybe video content, maybe written content, and what your goals, what you want to achieve from all of those. Okay. Now you need to make the most of the internet. You need to take advantage of all the tools available. Social media channels are available. You get to have the automated customer service also available on social media. You get to also have the transparent e-commerce platforms. You get to also have analytical tools, the likes of Google Analytics, the likes of the analytics part of the Google Business Profile. If you have an app, you'll be thinking of the Google Firebase, right? And then you also have the customized user recommendation to take advantage of all those tools that are available. And now a couple of statistics that should draw your concern. Now, Facebook is still number one based on the number of users, right? The last time I checked, it was about 2.42 billion users monthly. Facebook is still number one when we talk of volume of users. If you talk of the most popular, TikTok is number one. You can check that statistics under We Are Social, wearesocial.com. So you can go to wearesocial.com to check what is happening around the trends of the internet. A lot is happening. WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Telegram, among the top used social media platforms, right? Pinterest has dropped a bit. YouTube, YouTube, Twitter is one of those also. So this order has really been changed. It has really been affected of late. So there's a lot happening in the internet space that you need to learn about so that you know where you need to pitch your tent. So Facebook is still that place if you're talking about the volume of people that go there every day. We want to talk about the popularity, right? The one that is driving a lot of traction is TikTok. For now, TikTok is topping that table. Okay, so if you go to TikTok to dance, it's fine, but also think about how to pitch your tent as a business there also, right? Okay, so let me know how many people are on TikTok. Meanwhile, if you're on TikTok, let me know in the chat. Are you on TikTok? TikTok people, can you wave to the Lord? I just want to know. All right, so don't worry, I'm not going to come to you. I'm not going to come disturbing you. Okay, so Ni Ima Isa, thank you so much. She says she used Facebook and WhatsApp and it helps to reach target audience. Thank you so much, Nima. Uh, okay, Chioma is not yet on it. Okay, so you may want to think about. I'm personally not there, right? I'm not. I don't have any dance to go and dance there. All right. So if you are there to dance, you are there to catch fun. Also think about how to pitch your tent there. So you can go to wearesocial.com. Just type wearesocial.com. You're going to see that list of the whole lot that is happening in the internet space. And you really want to go there to see what is happening, so you know where to actually focus your attention. Okay. Chioma said I use Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. It gives visibility and it gives lead for sales. Thank you so much, Chioma. Thank you, Chioma, for sharing. Nima, okay. Gladys is not on TikTok. Chioma, how do you use TikTok for business? Yeah, check out what other brands are doing. Very good question. Thank you so much, Chioma. Check out what other brands are doing. You don't need to, it's an exciting place. It's a place to catch fun, just cruise. That's what we call it in Nigeria. Just catch cruise. So you don't need to go and be too serious there. So whatever content, and it's videos there, right? So whatever content you can make out of something that is fun, like that is where you should send it to. Okay? You don't need to be too serious in this life. All right, so take it to TikTok. Create something fun, maybe a dance, maybe a challenge, something. Maybe join the challenge and add your brand, add your logo, something. Just you need to be creative here. Okay. Thank you so much for the engagement, Amaka. Amaka is on Instagram. Okay, Amaka. So Instagram is a great place as well. For everything. Instagram is not losing. It's not losing followers, right? I'm just saying TikTok is top on the list as at now, right? The platform that is catching so much attention. So you need to check that out. Also, Instagram is doing great, Facebook is doing great, WhatsApp is doing great, Twitter is doing great, YouTube too is doing really, really great. All right. Okay. So let's continue. Let's see a couple of social media platform statistics in South Africa. So we have about 55.91 million people in South Africa. Then about 8.74 million on YouTube, 27 million internet users. We have 7.3 million on Twitter, 14 million on Facebook, and we have about 5.5 million on Instagram. Okay. And now a few social media platforms that you can use for selling. We have Facebook, and like I mentioned, Facebook is still the highest as far as user volume is concerned. Okay, so you have about 2.9 billion people on one platform per month. Okay, so that's a great number that should tingle your ears and raise your concern. So you get to upload your professional pictures, casual pictures, all about them. Then you can add the link to your company website. You can create a page where you can get to do some jobs for your personal brand, right? And then you can do a lot on Facebook. You can check out the statistics of a particular post, maybe the ad you're running on Facebook as well. Then Twitter, you can get to upload a professional photo. Also, you can add a cover photo just like the same way you do on Facebook. A professional bio also will be helpful. Speak about your company. And now Twitter is that place where you get to find the who is who, beginning from the Bidens of the America down to you can mention any country. The who is who, the Elon Musk, all of them, all of them they all have a presence on Twitter. Any brand, just mention any brand, they have a presence on Twitter. So Twitter is that place that you can get there to make things faster for yourself. You want to call out any brand, like Facebook, Facebook now they are holding my money. So if I want them to respond very fast, I've been calling their customer care trying to reach. If I want them to respond very fast, I'll just go on Twitter and call them out. They respond. But I don't want to do that yet. I'm just still being patient. But that is the place that gets all this PR information is done, right? So you need to have a presence there also as a brand. And the same thing with LinkedIn. I remember someone said in the chat they use LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is that place that is more for professionals, business searches, for connection, professional connectings, and all of that. So you get to have it's almost about the same thing, having your pictures uploaded, your cover photo, making posts. Even though people on LinkedIn used to write too many paragraphs, which I don't have patience to read. So you might want to have content that is engaging on LinkedIn as well. And same thing with Instagram, pictures also optimize with your bios, get a consistent posting schedules if you need to. Of course, you should, right? So that people you don't post today and come back after 3 years. If you do that, you won't have a lot of traction on those platforms. You need to keep your platforms busy with what you do. Okay, and then some questions you need to consider before you're starting out. So which of those, which network do I choose? Do I want to be everywhere, or do I have to concentrate on one? You need to test out which of those platforms actually resonate well with your kind of audience, and ultimately you want to know where your audiences are. So you might want to test LinkedIn, test Facebook, test TikTok, test YouTube, find out where your audience is. Okay, so you want to concentrate on maybe one or two. You don't want to do all, except you have the strength to, because comments will be coming. So it could be overwhelming to get things done that way. Okay. So you need to find where you're having more traction from. Okay. So what activity do I want to do on these networks? How often do you want to do them? After you determine what you want to do, you need to know how often you want to do them. Very, very important. Okay. Do you want to be dancing like on TikTok? Or do you want to be posting videos? Do you want to be posting pictures? Do you want to just keep writing like it's a blog? To choose that which group or which community should I join. Very, very important. It can be an island. You need to find one of those groups that share some interest with what you do, what your brand does, and join them. Okay. Then what kind of reactions do I want to elicit my audience? Is it pleasure? You want them to catch fun, you want them to always laugh. So you want to know the kind of messages they're sending out, the tone of voice that's sending out the messages. So it's not good to be every time you're too serious, uptight, official. No. Once in a while you want people to catch fun, you want people to laugh, right? Once in a while you want people to know that there's a face behind the brand. So you want to show them what you look like. You can do it, you can be doing live videos and all of that, right? So you want people to not be too serious about the whole stuff. So you need to choose a tone of voice that you want to use for what you are trying to launch out to. And the last thing to consider is how much influence do I want to have, and which influencers do I want to spot once in these communities that I want to integrate with. You need to find out which of the influencers that you want to do business with. Influencers could be difficult, they could be difficult to reach actually. So you need to find out which of them that you want to reach. And the influencer marketing actually drives a lot of results, because this is what happens basically. Um, People that trust you, people that follow you, you're actually bringing everybody that's behind that guy, right? So it could be expensive to get it done, but somehow you can find a way to connect with them, and excuse me, you can find a way to connect with them. You can find a way to integrate with them also. All right, so I'm going to be taking the last pause to answer to your questions. If you have questions for me, please drop them in the chats before we jump off. So what are your next steps? What are your next steps? So I'm going to be sharing, I'm simply just going to be dropping a link with you, because just like somebody asked about the slide, it's just a presentation deck. Trust me, there's really nothing here. Okay, so I'm simply just going to drop a link on where you can get to learn more. Can get to learn more. So you can that link will be dropped. Just sign up. You can learn more, get certified by Google, and yeah, all right. And so you can find us also on social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. All those links will be dropped in the chat box. All right. So, do I have any questions? Any questions? Any questions, please? Okay. Thank you, Simplis. That's the link for you to learn more. So grab that link and learn some more. Okay. So I'm looking at a question from. Okay. So Gladys said something about Friday 10th physical event in Kenya, Nairobi. In Nairobi, Kenya. Okay. So that is going to be our International Women's Day celebration, the Nairobi Day, the Kenya Day rather. As courtesy of Impact Her, right? So that event is going to be holding. I didn't check. I need to confirm the time. If Sandra could help me to confirm the time, I'm sure it's 10 a.m. your time, which is supposed to be 8 a.m. Nigerian time. Okay, I'm sure I've not checked that particular flyer. So do well to head over to that venue on that day, right? Gladys, you don't want to miss that. Trust me. Don't worry. When you've registered, the mail is going to be sent. A reminder, a venue, something is going to be done about it. Okay. So don't worry. All the information, all the details will be sent to you as long as you've registered with the right information and the right details. Gladys, I hope that's served. Thank you so much, Gladys. And Chioma, I was looking at the question from you. How do we grow our followers on social media when sales all depend on the number of followers than that one has? Okay, so just like what simply as I said earlier, so you need to also think about how to keep your content coming. For the fact that you are not having the results you're expecting, even when you're doing all you're supposed to be doing, it does not mean you should give up. All right, you shouldn't give up. Okay, keep being in front of people. Keep being in front of them. Keep being in front of them. Every day you must have a content. If your content calendar says you should do it daily, some brands do it 3 times a day. Some brands 3 times a week rather. Some brands do it 4 a week. Some do 5 a week. So keep being in front of people. Trust me, people are seeing it. And guess what? If you don't keep being in front of them, the way the algorithms of the internet work, if you stop posting, traction drops. Traction drops. You need to keep your space, right? Constantly sending out values, right? People will eventually begin, the internet will begin to eventually share it to more people. That's how it works. You need to be more available, right? And for instance, if you have a Facebook page that you've not posted in a while, go back and make a post and see how many reactions you have. If you have the one that you've been sending out information constantly, you see you have more traction there. Choma. So content is very, very important. So keep the content coming, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep refining it, keep getting better with your creatives, your designs, keep getting better with your maybe video if you're producing video and all of that. Eventually the result will come. All right. Choma, I hope that served. Uh okay. So all the links have been shared, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and the link for you to learn more, learndigital.google.com. And then we also have um, the form for the attendance. Please fill the form correctly so that your certificate will come to you. All right. So any other question before I jump off, before we jump off? Yeah. Okay, Nimisa is from Kaduna, Nigeria. Thank you so much, Nimisa. I never even spotted that. I thought maybe you are one of the Kenyans. All right. Yes, keep working at it. Yes, Choma, don't give up, right? Marketing is a little bit tough, but you still need to do it anyway. You need to stay in business. And just so you know, you're contesting with other people. So you also need to think on your toes. Keep refining. Watch what they do. If they're doing it right, copy it. If they're not doing it right, copy it and do it right. And do it. Get people more engaged to you. Let your brand stand out from the crowd. All right. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your time. And this is me saying a big thank you, Impactor. Telling you thank you, Sandra saying thank you. Simply is also saying thank you. Thank you, everybody, for spending this time with us. So we're having our next session by 12 p.m. Nigerian time. That's going to be about 55 minutes from now. We're having the French session. This is the English session. We're having the French session for the same organization. Please, let's reach out to the team, the Eastern African Sub-Region Support Initiative for the advancement of women. Please, let's reach out to the team and just make sure that everybody comes to hear what we're saying. All right, pick up one or two from what we've shared here. It's very, very key. It's very, very important. So let's take advantage of what we are having to enjoy right now. I don't need to miss any of the sessions. Trust me, you don't need to miss any of the sessions. So come around and learn. Our next session After today Tuesday was going to be on Thursday, same time, 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. West African time. Okay. Um, so you don't want to miss that as well, and you just continue like that all through till we complete the 8 sessions we have. Okay. So thank you so much, everybody. Brenda, thank you for joining us. I guess you didn't just join now. I'm just thinking you didn't just join. So thank you guys, and see you at 12. Right? See you at 12 p.m. for the French session. Okay. So enjoy the rest of your day. It's still morning here, so enjoy your day whichever part of the globe you are. Bye. It's bye from Sandra as well. Bye from Simplis. The course title today is called Building